David Wilson. How you doing?
Colin Hall.
How you doing, David Wilson?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm off to India tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about
Nice.
that.
You're flying to India,
I
as they
am.
say.
Yeah,
Even on a plane this time.
I'm not going to go on a boat.
You know,
Couldn't afford that much time off work.
yeah, no, 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 no,
I
no.
wonder how long a boat would take.
Slow boat to China, a slower boat to India. I think that's an old saying, isn't it?
Yeah,
No,
I'm guessing it'd be like a few weeks.
years.
That's in a canoe.
Dinghy. I'm taking a dinghy to India.
Oh man. All right. So look, you're coming to Regina.
I am coming to Regina. That's a way closer than India.
April 28th. Is that right? Oh
I
shit.
think that's right. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
last weekend of April.
Last weekend
Saturday
of
and
April.
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday, last weekend.
Yep.
Are we doing one workshop Saturday, one workshop Sunday? Is that how that's going down?
Are indeed. One of them is focused on voice, and the other is focused on breath. You can come to both. You can come to one or the other,
Mm-hmm.
and they certainly do complement each other.
So if I'm woefully unprepared for this interview, but
Awesome.
I think that the one on voice is second, the one on breath is first.
I believe so, because if you do want to take both for empowerment, speaking your mind, respiratory health or vocal health, that tends to be the way. If we were doing one workshop, that would be the order of things.
Yeah.
Because we find with voice work, if you get the body and breath talking and working together, then there's a safe place for the voice to live. And those of us who think we're not singers or feel we don't chant very well, we do the breath and body work, and all of a sudden we're chanters, we're singers. Our voice is stronger, our voice is deeper, our voice is more commanding. So we decided to do it in that order if anyone wants to take both, which would be super awesome.
Mm-hmm. There's this whole, I think, like one thing I noticed when I took, I can't remember which one it was. You've been here a few times. One of the workshops I took with you, I found that the week after, and it was like a full week, everything I said, I was just like, I had this sense of command and sort of
Yes.
power in my voice that
Nice.
it's weird. It actually still, it comes back from time to
Yeah.
time. I get like, there's moments where I feel like I'm really putting my breath behind my voice,
Yes.
and it is super empowering.
Absolutely. It is all about empowerment. We're talking breath and voice. But the way this work is set up, it's about it's core work, it's feeling safer in the world work, it's confidence work, it's empowerment, it's power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
really,
And it's fun.
yeah, it is super fun. Like I laughed a lot, but there's this
Less,
really interesting relationship between power and surrender, right?
well, in the immortal words of the Ancient One in Doctor Strange, a movie you may have seen over the last few months, surrender. What did you, am I going to get this wrong now? Power comes through surrender.
Mm,
And these movies that are talking about this stuff, they're getting it from the ancient texts.
yeah.
To feel completely safe, to exhale all the way down the end of your exhale, much
Mm-hmm.
farther than we think is the bottom of our exhale, is gives us a feeling of safety. It's our birthright, and the more safe we feel, the more powerful the inhale feels. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, how would the world be if all of us felt powerful and confident on every inhale and completely safe on every exhalation? It would be a different place.
Yeah. So that Sarah and I were talking the other day about exhalations,
Hmm.
and that idea of sort of feeling safe and surrender and just like letting go. And something I was thinking about was sort of traditional yoga breathing techniques,
Hmm.
mostly sort of coming from that sort of Krishnamacharya, Patabi Joy's, Iyengar lineage, really relying on an exhalation through the nose.
Yes.
I was trying to think of actually mouth exhalations in traditional pranayama, and there's that Shitali one where you make your tongue curl up.
Yeah.
There's not much else, is there?
No. No.
So it made me think, like, why? What is going on with that?
Well, to me, what I've seen anyway, and what I feel is that inhaling through the nose tends to be always better. Because the tube is smaller, and inhaling through the nose asks for more diaphragm support with the breathing, which is core, which is where the empowerment comes from. So that's a given across the board. The reason we have two holes there is if we need a quick breath, fight or flight, or if we're singing or we're acting, then we can do that through the mouth because of less musculature is involved, aka not as much diaphragm, more lungs. What I find is the healing aspect of exhaling through the mouth is stress release, as opposed to, I think, what all the old texts are going for, which is more of a heat buildup.
Right.
So we keep our mouth closed, especially in Ashtanga, power yoga type activities, which is great for Canadians because we need more heat than the Indians do, really. Then we keep our mouth closed. We exhale through the nose. But if we want to relieve stress or panic attacks or test anxiety, etc., then the exhaling through the mouth has a different effect on the nervous system because it's a complete release. And also, often, us Canadians, we have sinus stuff going on. So we can't get that same release through the nose. It is possible to get that surrender release through the nose, but not very many people can do it right off the bat. It takes lots of practice. Whereas through the mouth, we let it go. Definitely a feeling of slipping from the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's how I go at it. So I'll be doing some pranayama, odds are, in the breath workshop. And then tying that into natural breathing and how if we get our breathing back to the way we were when we were babies, then the pranayama practice is not only safer but more effective.
Right. That sounds like it's going to be kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I always have so much fun when I come to the Bodhi universe.
I know you're going to have less fun, though, because I won't be here this time.
Well, that's true. I won't have your smiling face in the corner, and I'm going to miss that. But, it'll be a space for another person.
That's true. That's true. So to everybody out there watching, I am going to give up my space in the workshop for you.
Oh, come millions.
All right. Well, David, it's really nice to chat with you.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish I could be here. I'm actually kind of bummed out that I'm going to miss. We don't get to hang out very often, so I'm bummed out that I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, well, have a wonderful time in India.
I plan on it. And so, everybody, last weekend in April, The Joy of Breath and the Joy of Voice with David Wilson. I'm going to say April 28th, 29th. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Me neither. Check out. That's what the electronic website interweb thing is for.
Absolutely, that's what I use it for.
Yeah.
Right on. Have a great rest of your day, David.
You too, Colin. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for making some time for me.
Okay.
Right on.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Take care.